A 4-0 loss to Paris Saint-Germain isn't just a bad day at the office, it's a seismic warning shot. It ripped away the glamour and exposed the cracks beneath Real Madrid's golden surface. The Xabi Alonso era, still in its infancy, now faces a brutal reality. A rebuild isn't optional, it's urgent. Madrid's squad is packed with talent, yes, but the spine, unstable. To move forward, the club must urgently reinforce its attack, defense, and midfield, while redefining its core leadership and rebuilding a winning mentality from within. Once, Real Madrid's attacking line was its proudest weapon. Now, despite the glittering names, the chemistry feels off, the coordination disjointed. Rodrigo's future is murky. His inconsistency, coupled with more time on the bench than the pitch, has fueled transfer speculation. Premier League giants like Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City are circling, and maybe, just maybe, it's time for him to find a club that fits his growth better. Vinicius Jr. wears the legendary number 7 and has carried the weight of expectations with heart. But after back-to-back successes, there's a sense he's lost a bit of that sharp edge. Contract renewal talks are ongoing, not just about salary, but about his long-term commitment to Madrid. Then there's Kylian Mbappé. The new arrival hasn't wasted time showing his class, but his preferred left side position is already home to Vinicius, creating a tactical logjam. After a trophyless season, doubts, both personal and collective, may creep in. Integrating him fully and finding clarity in his role will be vital. Endrick, a natural center-forward, might need to adapt as a right winger to earn minutes under Alonso. But with Franco Mastantuono breathing down his neck, the young Brazilian may need to consider a loan move to grow away from the Bernabeu spotlight. Gonzalo Garcia, top scorer at the FIFA Club World Cup, still has everything to prove at the elite level. The next tournament could define whether he stays or goes. And then there's Brahim Diaz, talented, hard-working, and trusted by Alonso. But his best position is already claimed by Jude Bellingham, making it hard for Alonso to give him a consistent role. According to several football insiders, Real Madrid's future front line is likely to revolve around Mbappé, Vinicius Jr., Gonzalo Garcia, and Brahim Diaz. Rodrigo may leave, and Endrick might need time away from the spotlight, a chance to mature before taking center stage at Madrid. The 4-0 collapse against PSG didn't just humiliate Real Madrid, it sent a deafening final warning to their defense. Xabi Alonso, already dealing with growing pains up front, now faces an even more urgent issue at the back. Errors from Raúl Asensio and Antonio Rudiger weren't just individual mistakes, they were symptoms of a deeper problem, a fragile and disjointed defensive structure. Despite bringing in Trent Alexander-Arnold, Dean Huijsen, and Alvaro Carreras, Madrid's backline continues to look vulnerable against top-tier opposition. With Alexander-Arnold sidelined, width control vanished. Huijsen's red card suspension only made things worse. Even more worrying, these aren't isolated incidents. Real Madrid have conceded more goals from corners than any other elite European club since the 2017-18 season. Set-piece defending has become a chronic weakness. Xabi Alonso knows it, and he's not hiding it. He's publicly demanded reinforcements. Florentino Perez is already moving, with the club now aggressively pursuing Ibrahima Konate. The French defender's pace, physicality, and aerial dominance would fit perfectly into a 3-at-the-back system. Picture this: Konate on the right, Huijsen on the left, and Rudiger or Militão anchoring the center. A structured, high-pressing modern defense. No more scrambling during dead ball situations. But it wasn't just the backline that crumbled in Paris. The midfield was overwhelmed, outclassed by PSG's trio of Vitinha, Fabian Ruiz, and João Neves. Without the retired Kroos, the aging Modric, and an injured Jude Bellingham, Real Madrid's midfield, though full of runners and battlers, lacked control. The rhythm, the pulse, the calm in chaos, gone. Alonso needs a new maestro, someone to slow things down when needed, dictate tempo, and keep Madrid from being dragged around by opponents. Toni Kroos himself said it best: "It'll take time to find someone like me." Right now, Madrid's midfield is out of balance. Valverde, Tchouaméni, and Camavinga are powerful athletes, but their passing accuracy and composure under pressure fall short. None of them hit a 90% pass completion rate at the Club World Cup, a number Kroos hit routinely. Arda Güler offers creativity, but he's too young to orchestrate games at the highest level. Alonso has asked for a top-class midfielder, and Alexis Mac Allister tops the list. Intelligent, hard-working, and tactically versatile. But convincing Liverpool to sell, that's a mountain to climb. Enzo Fernandez is another name, but his price tag is astronomical. In the meantime, the club may have to bet on youth. Güler, Franco Mastantuono, and perhaps even Angelo Stiller, the German prospect already being dubbed the next Kroos. But let's be real, experience is what Madrid needs right now. With Dani Ceballos out of Alonso's plans and Tchouaméni potentially shifting to center-back, the midfield situation is quickly becoming a crisis. If Madrid want to survive the intensity of both La Liga and the Champions League, they need to find, or build, their new Toni Kroos. Managing Real Madrid isn't just about results. It's about people, personalities, egos, expectations. Xabi Alonso knows this. He's lived it. At a club like Madrid, greatness comes with pressure, and big names often mean big egos. History tells the tale. Jose Mourinho brought trophies but failed to control the locker room. Zinedine Zidane and Carlo Ancelotti, meanwhile, built dynasties through empathy, trust, and their ability to connect with players. Now, Alonso stands at a similar crossroads. He carries himself with the same gentleman's calm as Zidane, and he's been given full authority by President Florentino Perez to manage not just the tactics, but the culture, especially after the crushing 4-0 loss to PSG. But this time, it's not just about calming egos, it's about guiding a generation in transition. Blending German discipline with Spanish emotional intelligence may be his greatest asset, and it might be the only way to avoid repeating the mistakes of past regimes. Because at Madrid, tactics alone don't win titles. It's the core leaders, the ones who inspire, demand, and embody the club's DNA that carry you through the toughest nights. From Sergio Ramos to Luka Modric and Karim Benzema, Madrid always had warriors who led by example. But now, in this new era, who will take the mantle? Jude Bellingham looks like the face of the future. Calm, mature, technically brilliant, but the danger is asking too much, too soon. Madrid must give him space to grow, not burden him with the full weight of leadership before he's ready. Kylian Mbappé has the aura of a superstar, no doubt, but a quiet Club World Cup campaign revealed something deeper. He hasn't quite become a Madridista yet. Alonso must help him integrate, make him feel like he belongs, while also setting clear expectations. This team needs a unifier, not a soloist. Vinicius Jr. once played with raw electric energy, but inconsistency and behind-the-scenes issues dulled that spark this past season. Can Alonso bring it back? Then there are the veterans, Courtois, Rudiger, Carvajal, players who know what it means to wear the badge. They can help guide the locker room. But Real Madrid doesn't just need mentors. They need a leadership group, vocal, influential, and united. Alonso has the right pieces. The question is, can he bring them into alignment? Can he get his stars not just to perform, but to lead, to sacrifice, to belong? When Bellingham, Mbappé, and Vinicius embrace that role fully, not just as talents, but as pillars of the club, Madrid can begin a new golden era, built not on hype or individual brilliance, but on something far more powerful, collective belief. Because the greatest teams aren't built on headlines and highlights. They're shaped by structure, discipline, identity. Alonso has all the ingredients. The only question now is, can he put the pieces together in time? At the Bernabeu, patience is never in abundance. After that 4-0 wake-up call, there's no room for delay. The rebuilding starts now.